have an inbuilt tendency not to change. We call it inertia. And it is there in all walks of life. But when it comes to specifically science, it is the inertia of rest or of motion. Which means if a body is at rest, it tends to remain at rest. And same way, if a body is moving, it tends to remain in motion. So it has a tendency to keep on moving with same speed and in the same direction. Same way, if it is at rest, it has a tendency to remain at rest. Now I will show some activities to demonstrate this law of inertia. So I am taking here two blocks. This has some inertia. Another block, this is lighter, it also has some inertia, but now combined inertia is more. It depends on how heavy one object is. Now if I keep this object onto it, and so this has a tendency to remain at rest. So if I take it forward, it falls backward. This is what happens when we experience a force when a car suddenly starts. And the same way, now if I move it, then this has a tendency to remain in motion. But if it stops, it still has a tendency to keep on moving. So it falls in the forward direction. Now it's a very heavy stone. I am using a thread to lift it. So if I apply this force gradually, this can lift the object. But the same object, if I stretch it all of a sudden, then it breaks. Okay, it's another activity. It's a paper cup, a very light object, and it's again a very heavy weight. I keep it gently over it. Then this paper cup can support it. Now I take another steel rod. Nothing happens to this paper cup. But if I drop this object onto this, then this breaks. It's a glass of water and a plate having fruits in it. It has some inertia, so has a tendency to remain wherever it is. If I drag it slowly, all these items are coming together. But if I give it sudden jerk, then these items may remain wherever they are because of inertia. If we take a wet towel and I give it a jerk, the water molecules get separated from it. Here is a newspaper and there are two layers of it. I am trying to extract the air from the space between the two layers of the paper. On the top of it we have air, and I can calculate the mass of the air. Pressure multiplied by the area of the newspaper. So that is the air onto it, and it is at rest, so it wants to remain at rest. It has a lot of inertia. Now I have used a wooden stick and kept it below the newspaper, and if slowly I take it down, it can lift the entire newspaper. But again, if I give it a jerk, then this air has a tendency to remain at rest. This breaks. Here again I have kept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to increase the inertia. So they all have a tendency to remain at rest, but if I apply some force all of a sudden on any one of them, these four remains here. Now again there is inertia.